Lesson: Modifying employment contracts, legal considerations. Modifying employment contracts is an integral aspect of employment law that holds significant implications for both employers and employees. This process is not merely a matter of drafting or renegotiating terms. It requires a nuanced understanding of legal considerations, procedural fairness, and strategic communication. To effectively navigate these complexities, HR leaders must be equipped with practical tools and frameworks that ensure compliance and foster a positive workplace culture. At the core of modifying employment contracts lies the principle of mutual consent. Employment contracts, as binding agreements, cannot be unilaterally altered without the agreement of both parties. This fundamental legal doctrine underscores the importance of negotiation and communication in the modification process. Employers must engage in transparent discussions with employees, clearly outlining the reasons for proposed changes and the benefits they bring. This approach not only secures consent, but also strengthens the employer-employee relationship by fostering trust and understanding. One actionable framework for modifying employment contracts is the change management process model. This model involves several key steps: identifying the need for change, communicating the change, negotiating terms, and implementing the change. Identifying the need for change involves assessing the current business environment and determining whether existing contract terms align with organizational goals. For example, in response to economic shifts or technological advancements, an employer may need to adjust job roles or compensation structures. Once the need is established, the next step is to communicate this to employees. Clear, concise communication is essential in mitigating resistance and ensuring employees understand the rationale behind the changes. This step requires HR leaders to be adept at crafting messages that are empathetic yet persuasive, emphasizing how changes will benefit both the organization and its workforce. Negotiating terms is perhaps the most intricate part of the process. It is here that the legal considerations come to the forefront. HR professionals must ensure that the modifications comply with local labor laws and regulations. For instance, changes in compensation must adhere to minimum wage laws, and alterations to job roles must not violate anti-discrimination statutes. Moreover, any changes should be documented in writing, with both parties signing the revised contract to prevent future disputes. This stage often involves consulting with legal experts to verify compliance and address any potential legal pitfalls. A practical tool at this stage is the contract modification checklist, which HR leaders can use to ensure all legal requirements are met before finalizing any changes. This checklist includes verifying compliance with relevant laws, ensuring mutual consent, documenting changes in writing, and obtaining necessary approvals from stakeholders. Once terms are negotiated and agreed upon, the final step is implementing the change. Implementation should be done in a phased manner, allowing employees time to adjust to new terms and conditions. This may involve providing training or support for employees transitioning to new roles or responsibilities. Monitoring the impact of changes is also crucial to ensure they are achieving the desired outcomes. Regular feedback sessions and surveys can help HR leaders gauge employee satisfaction and address any issues that arise during the transition. A case study illustrating the successful modification of employment contracts can be seen in the tech industry. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, many tech companies shifted to remote work models. This necessitated changes in employment contracts to reflect new work arrangements, including home office allowances and flexible work hours. By engaging employees in open dialogues and using robust change management strategies, these companies were able to modify contracts smoothly, ensuring legal compliance and maintaining high levels of employee engagement. Statistics also highlight the importance of careful contract modification. A study by the Society for Human Resource Management found that 47% of employees are more likely to remain with a company if they perceive contract changes to be fair and transparent. This underscores the critical role of communication and negotiation in the modification process. While mutual consent and legal compliance are foundational, the broader implications of contract modifications should not be overlooked. Changes to employment contracts can significantly impact organizational culture and employee morale. As such, HR leaders should approach modifications with a strategic mindset, considering not only the immediate legal requirements, but also the long-term effects on the workforce. To enhance proficiency in modifying employment contracts, HR professionals can benefit from additional tools such as the Legal Risk Assessment Matrix. This tool helps identify and assess potential legal risks associated with proposed contract changes. By evaluating factors such as the likelihood of employee disputes, the potential for non-compliance with labor laws, and the impact on employee relations, HR leaders can make informed decisions that minimize legal exposure while promoting organizational goals. Moreover, ongoing education and training in employment law are essential for HR leaders to stay abreast of changing legal landscapes. Attending workshops, seminars, and certification programs can enhance their understanding of employment contract law and equip them with the latest strategies and tools for effective contract modification. Engaging with professional networks and forums also provides opportunities to share insights and learn from peers facing similar challenges. In conclusion, modifying employment contracts is a complex task that requires a strategic approach grounded in legal compliance, mutual consent, and effective communication. By leveraging practical tools and frameworks, such as the Change Management Process Model, Contract Modification Checklist, and Legal Risk Assessment Matrix, HR leaders can navigate the intricacies of contract modification with confidence. These strategies not only ensure compliance with legal requirements, but also enhance organizational culture by fostering trust and transparency. As the labor market continues to evolve, HR professionals must remain vigilant and proactive in their approach to contract modifications, ensuring that their organizations remain agile and competitive in an ever-changing world.